From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Wait, set, ready? Check, 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 check. Check. Kill, kill, kill. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Check 13. Check 13. Wait, we hit.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
36 yards on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Brady. He gets this one to Boyd. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm. Let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it blind in my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wait, that 380. Mike's 40. I know he ain't got it.
Watch the eye. Check safety, check safety.
Alert!
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5.
We got this.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Watch the fly, watch the fly, watch the fly. Watch the fly, motion, pop. Sugar, sugar. 6 guys, check 6. Sugar.
Shotgun now for Brady. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, an 80-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. Look at the dance and the juke. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now it's Jackson. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Now Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target. 3rd down here.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, alert 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. All right, T, let's go. All right,
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing is Jackson. Snead's got it. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson, short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 16 yards on that one and a Raven 1st.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
That one goes for 24 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care about throw.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Jackson, and he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Preston Brown coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Tucker's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Throwing on first down is Brady. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Ravens.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's 3rd and 5. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Well, Brady's throw there, incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, Alabama.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday I'll press it a little bit. This might be the case. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson throwing again. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Does look like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Brady now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. From the gun, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Check 3. Pilot, 64, weak.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, gold 66. Check my 40. Check my 40. Hey, 66.
Brady now to throw. And that's complete. It's green here. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On play action. Now Brady. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off enough with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
54, right there. 54 miles. Watch a slant.
They'll run on first down. It's Ingram. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And the catch good, it's Eifert. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. C.J. Uzomah His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started it. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
It's our time. It's our time.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He completes it to Boyd. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mixon trying to punch it in, shedding the tackle. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is now 24. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 36-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Baltimore.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Jackson's pass. Complete to Miles
That's what I'm
Boykin.
talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Bounds at the 44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Geno Atkins has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Shaq Thompson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Jackson going up top. That's caught inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. And Jackson throwing once more. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. This will be caught by Brown. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Mixon. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
40's Mike right there. 40's Mike.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. He's got his man, Boyd. Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And the lead will grow by one more.
Makes the score Bengals 44, Ravens 13.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Here we go, D. Set up. Come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Don't be scared of it.
Jackson on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trevor Williams with a pick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Hey, 20. Yeah. 40's the mic. Squeeze. Army. 72.
Brady going to look to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. The 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They go play action here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Tim Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen.